Hello everyone and welcome back to the James Hunt My Team on F1 2020 with a Hesketh Racing Team, and we have reached round 11, which is Italy. Just one cornetto, give it to me, delicious ice cream. Anyway, has anyone noticed that a lot of the sponsors in this game are the same ones that are in the original grid game? Has anyone noticed that? No? Well, I can tell you that they are. And we're going to have a new sponsor now. Yes, Panite, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look and see how we're doing then at the moment. We are just about to go into Italy. We're going to have to do some more, of course, activities. Yes, activities. We hate doing these, but, well, James has got an activity that he likes to do with Tatiana Calderon. But we can't tell you what that is because... no, we like to keep it pretty clean at F1 Games PlayStation. Pretty clean. You can see now... who am I kidding? We can see now that we are still fourth from the bottom in the development at the moment with our car. So we're getting there, and we are just behind Scuderia Ferrari. Wow, what a downturn for Ferrari. And we could actually overtake them in the next few rounds. We will see those. We put on another new part to the car from old Jeffy Boy, or whatever you want to call him. Chris, Clive, I can't really remember. So out we go for qualifying for James Hunt, and we're just going around my favourite corner name of all time. It's Parabolica. Yes, Parabolica. I just love it. I just absolutely love it. And James Hunt crosses the line at the moment, and he's in 10th position, 1.5 seconds behind the leader at the moment. Wowzers. Anyway, we accelerate forward now a little bit later into the qualifying session. You can see, oh my goodness, James Hunt is down to 20th place now. 20th position, and his teammate is ahead of him. Tatiana Calderon in 18th place. We're going to see if James Hunt can improve on his time. Well, he is up on his deltas as he crosses the line. Oh yes, that's good, that's good. 14th place now for James Hunt during qualifying. As you can see, down into the final seconds of qualifying, the checkered flag has come out, so it's all over. He's up into 13th place. He hasn't improved his delta time though, so it looks like it could be 13th for the race. Let's see what happens as James Hunt crosses the line, and it's going to be, yes, 13th position. Unlucky for some, hopefully not for James Hunt.
Welcome back to one of only two countries that has held a race every year since the very first Formula One World Championship in 1950. It is, of course, Italy, one of the great racing nations, and it's time to get underway for the Italian Grand Prix. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Ricciardo, Esteban Ocon and Albon, Leclerc, Norris, Sainz and Pierre Gasly, Kvyat, Stroll, Hunt and Perez, Magnussen, Vettel, Antonio Giovinazzi and Roman Grosjean, Russell, Calderon, Delatraz and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the James Hunt My Team career mode, and we say go go go, and it's away he goes. Pretty decent start from the line, I have to say. We've got Lance Stroll directly in front of us. We got Kvyat as well as we go into turn 1. This is going to be very, very dicey indeed. James Hunt is just trying to look for a line, and he does get a line. It's sort of off the track, but he does manage to get through, and always contact with a Renault. That's Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger. We've got a yellow flag come out as well, but he goes through. Unbelievable. Gets a warning for collision with Ricciardo, but we don't worry about that because James Hunt has forced his way through up into 5th position now. Yes, ahead of the Ferrari driver Charles Leclerc. Wowzers me trousers. And we're chasing now Esteban Ocon in the other Renault, who's got Bottas in front of him. Still the first lap of this Grand Prix. There's been real excitement already at the start, and you can see from James's engine that he's getting a little bit worn on the engine there, but he's going to continue on and see if he can catch up to the back of Esteban Ocon in that Renault. Oh, look at this, we got a Ferrari trying to get past us, Charles Leclerc, but we managed to hold him off and still hold on to this 5th place. Of course, James Hunt is now on the medium tyre at the moment. Everyone else is on soft tyres, so hopefully this is going to be a little bit of an advantage to James Hunt later in the race, when of course everyone else has pitted early for their softs, and James Hunt will still be able to keep going a little bit later into this Grand Prix. Okay, almost the end of lap 1. We come round Parabolica for the first time in this race. We've got 2 cars behind us. One is the Renault and one is the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. We get through beautifully there, holding on still to this 5th position at the moment. But these cars behind look very, very angry indeed. Not going to get past us though, because there's no deal. Well, I say that. Well, this Renault is getting very, very close indeed to James Hunt. But now we're going to go into turn 1, and hopefully we will have them both covered off. Oh, a little bit dicey there. Look at this. They're all jostling behind James Hunt, but he manages still to hold on to this 5th place at the moment. As we accelerate forward now to lap 3 of the Grand Prix, and you can see there's a car trying to go around the outside of us as we go through into Parabolica. I'm not quite sure who it is. It's the Renault. It's the Renault of Daniel Ricciardo. The Honey Badger is now trying to sneak on the inside. There's contact with us. Oh my goodness. But he manages to hold it together to James Hunt and hold on to this 5th position on lap 3 of the Grand Prix at the moment. But look at this. I think Daniel Ricciardo is going to get past us now, and yes he does, but I think we're going to have him covered off. Well, we're going to go to the outside line, but we should be okay. Yes, we do. All contact with Daniel Ricciardo. We get through there beautifully there and hold on to this 5th position at the moment on lap 4 now. Lap 4 still 5th place for James Hunt. Esteban Ocon is in 4th position. Unfortunately, he has got quite a bit of a lead, as you can see from the mini-map, and we accelerate forward to lap 7. Lap 7 still holding up the 5th position. We've got a couple of cars that have come in, so he's going to gain a few positions, but of course it's now time for James to come in very, very late, of course, because he started on the harder tyre. So already he's up into 3rd place. Bottas is currently in the lead, and now James Hunt is up into 2nd place as we accelerate forward to lap 8. Lap 8. It's time for James Hunt to make his stop. Look at this. We've got a car on the inside. The Renault almost contact there as we came into the pits, but it's okay. It's okay. And James Hunt comes in from 3rd place. How many positions is he going to lose? Well, there's quite a few cars behind him, and there's lots of teams out. In fact, every single team has come out, I do believe. This could be dicey, but of course James Hunt is the last car in the garage, so he gets his brand spanking new soft tyres on to the car, and he rejoins at the moment in 8th place. I think there's more cars coming down. Now, is he going to get out? No, he does get out in 8th position. Wow, that's pretty decent going for James Hunt there on lap 9. Returns into 8th place as we accelerate forward now, still on lap 9, just coming round Parabolica, I do believe. Once again, a little bit wide there for James, but there's 2 more cars coming to the pits. One I think is the Racing Point, and we've also got, I think there's a Red Bull in there as well. So up there into 5th position. Look at this, Tatiana Calderon, teammate, is in 7th place. Well, she was, but I think she's made her stop as we accelerate forward at lap 13. It's the last lap of the race, and James Hunt is holding on valiantly to this 5th position. It's going to be a fantastic performance from James once again, and he's going to finish in the points in 5th place. Alexander Albon is going to be behind him in 6th place, and Lewis Hamilton, Sir Lulu has won the race at the beautiful circuit in Italy. Yes, absolutely beautiful. And James Hunt likes it, and so does Hookster, which is quite a coincidence. So there you go then. Good points again for James Hunt, 5th place. And Sebastian Vettel gets driver of the day. Fantastic. So onto the podium we go. Unfortunately, no podium for James Hunt, and there is Toto Wolff. Yes, the Terminator. And there is the man himself, Mr. Lewis Hamilton. Yes, look at him. Unbeatable. Will he be unbeatable in 2021? Well, of course he will. Absolutely. No doubt whatsoever. Yes, as the team mechanics congratulate themselves. And now getting out of the car is Lance Stroll in the Racing Point, who finished in 9th place. Well done, Lance. Well done indeed. So on to the podium then. There's the blessed one. Yes, very upset and grumpy is Lewis. Only 40 million quid for the whole of the 2021 season. Yes, that's not going to last him very long, is it? That's not going to last him very long, no. He'll be out of Doritos before about, I don't know, the summer. At least the summer, yes. What will the poor man do? What will he do? I don't know. No idea. Anyway, there's Valtteri Bottas as well. So let's have a look at the standings then. After Italy, you can see we're still in 5th place with 78 World Championship points now. Looking pretty decent, has to be said. Looking pretty decent. And Max Verstappen is in the lead with 190 in, of course, the Red Bull car. Okay, it's time to move on to the next Grand Prix. And that Grand Prix is going to be the Singapore Sling for round 12 of this championship. So let's have a look and see what we've got to do. We've got to do a little bit of engine, whatever you call it, management, and a little bit of press tours, and I don't know. It's all going on, but everything's going okay at the moment. Let's have a look. Yes, weekly resources. Anything going to fail? Oh, yes, the barge bolt has failed, and we've got to restart that. Fantastic. Absolutely fan-bloody-tastic. Okay, so out for qualifying, unfortunately James Hunt was doing absolutely nowhere in qualifying. It did start to rain as well, so we have taken the option to go for an engine penalty because we are almost out of engines. We've got to take it at some point, so it looks like we're going to be starting from the back of the grid because we're going to put on a brand new engine set for this race at Singapore. Don't forget, it's only a 16 round championship, so we haven't got many rounds to go, so the engine should last until the end, but that's what we've decided to do. So of course we will now be starting right from the back of the grid at the Singapore Sling. Oh god, let's do this.
Against the spectacular backdrop of the Singapore skyline, Formula One returns once again to do battle in what tends to become something of an endurance race, with the notorious sauna-like temperatures in the cockpit making for an extremely physically challenging Grand Prix. The Marina Bay Street Circuit then has 23 corners, 13 to the left and 10 to the right, taking us a total of 3.1 miles around the landmarks of downtown Singapore. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Ricciardo, Lando Norris, and Hamilton, Sainz, Vettel, Perez, and Pierre Gasly, Albon, Ocon, Daniel Kvyat, and Magnussen, Stroll, Giovinazzi, George Russell, and Tatiana Calderon, Latifi, Delatraz, Grosjean, and Hunt. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, so we're hoping with our brand new engine that we're going to gain quite a few positions from the start. As the 5 lights go out now and we say go, 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 and it's away we go from last place, 22nd on the grid. Romain Grosjean directly in front of us. We've got Louis Delatraz sort of weaving all over the circuit, trying to see if he can pick a line, and now James Hunt has picked his line. He goes down the inside. We've got Tatiana Calderon as well, our teammate directly in front of us, but James goes for a dive on Tati and gets past, does he? I think he does. Yes, wowzers, look at this. Little bit of a sandwich there for us and Tatiana Calderon, but James Hunt gets through up into 18th place at the moment. Wowzers, absolute wowzers. Next target is Giovinazzi, and we've got Lance Stroll in front of him, but I think James Hunt is going to do one of our customary dive bomb manoeuvres as we go into the next turn, does he? Yes, he does. Past him. Does he go past Stroll? A little bit of contact there with Stroll. No, just manages, I know, to hold on to this 17th place, but into the next turn he does, and it's almost a treble overtake, but there's contact with George Russell in the Haas car, but he does manage to hold on to this 15th place at the moment. From last on the grid, don't forget, last on the grid, up already to 15th position for James Hunt on the first lap of the Singapore Sling, as the cars behind are jostling, trying to get past James Hunt, but he is relentless, absolutely relentless, and trying to catch up to the car in front, which at the moment now is George Russell, who's in the Haas car for this season on 2020 My Team. Wowzers. Well, that was a great start considering we started right from the back of the grid for James Hunt, and he's still chasing George Russell. He's got Daniel Kvyat directly ahead of him. Now behind us we've got Kevin Magnussen, and Lance Stroll is behind him as well in 17th position as we are underneath the floodlights once again at the gorgeous Singapore circuit. It's not a circuit that's really liked by James Hunt, but it's still a pretty decent circuit nevertheless, as we're just about to complete the first lap of this Grand Prix. Still, a little bit wide there for James Hunt. Gets a warning for corner cutting as well. The fastest lap goes to Max Verstappen, and we're just about to cross the line after the first lap and go into lap 2, still chasing Russell at the moment in 14th position as we accelerate forward out lap 2. Well, we have managed to catch up to the back of Russell. Let's see if he goes for a move on him. Yes, down the inside, beautiful manoeuvre there from James Hunt on George Russell, and gets up into 14th position now, I do believe. Yes, 14th place for James Hunt. Fantastic. Next target is Daniel Kvyat, of course, in the Alpha Tauri in 2020, and he has actually got up to the back of Daniel Kvyat on lap 3 under the DRS. Let's see if he can dive down the inside. It's going to be another beautiful move there from James Hunt. Wowzers, that is absolutely beautiful, and he gets past now up to 13th position for James Hunt at the moment. Oh my goodness, yes. So 13th place, now chasing Esteban Ocon in the Renault. Now, can we get up into the points where it's going to be pretty dicey? But we accelerate forward as lap 4. There is Ocon ahead of us. He's under DRS. We've now got some DRS, and he dives down the inside of Ocon. Oh, a little bit of contact. Oh, look at that. Beautiful once again from James Hunt. Absolutely beautiful. Up into 12th position now. Next target is Pierre Gasly in the Alpha Tauri. He's got Alexander Albon directly in front of him in, of course, the Red Bull. The performance of the Red Bull not very good at the moment as we accelerate forward. Still on lap 4. We have managed to catch up to the back of Pierre Gasly now. Pierre Gasly in the AlphaTauri, and I think James Hunt once again is going to do one of those beautiful manoeuvres, and he does. And he gains another position now. Yes, up into 11th place now, just outside the World Championship points, but chasing hard on Alexander Albon. And luckily for us, Alexander Albon's got Sebastian Vettel directly in front of him, and that could be an opportunity as we accelerate forward to lap 4. And Vettel's coming to the pit, so James Hunt does indeed go into the points. In fact, we've got more cars coming, so James Hunt now goes up into 8th position from last on the grid, don't forget, and he's chasing Alexander Albon. He has got some real pace in this car. I think that's got a lot to do, of course, with this brand new engine in the back of this Hesketh Racing Team cars. We accelerate forward on lap 5. Another car's come into the pits now, so James Hunt has gained another position. Oh, in fact, there's quite a few coming now. He's up into 3rd place. Valtteri Bottas currently in the lead, and we're still chasing Alexander Albon. Don't forget, of course, he has still got to come in for his pit stop as we are on now lap 6. So we accelerate forward now, still on lap 6. So James Hunt's going to come in for his stop now. He pits from 3rd position at the moment. Let's see how many places he loses. Alexander Albon's currently in the lead, as you can see. Quite a few cars coming behind James Hunt. So the lads should be out ready and waiting. They'll be right at the end of the pit lane. Yes, there they are in their red overalls. So we change onto the soft tyre for the last remaining laps of this Grand Prix. Thank you. That was a pretty decent start, as to be said. He's going to rejoin, I think, in 8th position. No, 9th place now. And there's more cars going past. So, oh no. Who's that? Oh no, it's Lulu. It's Lewis Hamilton. The blessed one has got past him and stolen his last World Championship point. So he's down now to 11th place at the moment on lap 7. As we accelerate forward now to lap 10. Lap 10. Still holding on to what he was. But now more cars have come in. So yes, back into the points for James Hunt. Up into 9th position. This could be pretty decent considering he started right at the back of the field. We are still going to get some points, hopefully, as we accelerate forward down to lap 15. It's the last lap of the race, and you can see that James Hunt is still in 9th place. Didn't manage to catch up to the back of Lewis Hamilton, unfortunately, as Maxi Boy Verstappen wins the race once again. Wow, the Red Bull is absolutely unstoppable, or at least Maxi Boy is. Alexander Albon isn't doing so well. And it looks like James Hunt is going to finish in 9th place. A really good consolidation drive there from James Hunt, considering he had to change the engine and start right at the back of the grid. As the fireworks go off in the background, you can see James is going to cross the line now in 9th place. Fantastic. Great result indeed. Points are always welcome. And yes, they are. We're not going to win the championship in this season, that's a definite, because we're too many points behind. But we are going to give it our all. And James Hunt gets driver of the day as well. Wowzers. So up there on the podium then, there is Christian Horner. Wow, look at that haircut. Look at that haircut. That's definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. And we will go onto the podium any second now and see the drivers up there. But first we will look at the race winner, which of course was Maxi Boy Verstappen. Does so much better than his father ever did. Yes, his father was not very good at all. Well, no, that's not fair. He did drive a lot of toilets, but then of course he did have the opportunity to drive a good car. And yeah, he blew it. He blew it. There's Alexander Albon anyway, getting out of the car. So up onto the podium now. There's Maxi Boy. And there's old, what's his name? Adrian Newey. God, he looks so old now. Codemasters, you could make him look a bit younger. It's only a game, you know. It's only a bloody game. Jesus, look at him. He looks about 100. Anyway, there's the champagne going over everyone once again. Fantastic. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. Great result and great job from all of you. Okay, let's have a look at the points after this round. You can see we've dropped down to 6th place now, just behind Daniel Ricciardo. So 80 points now in this championship. Maxi Boy Verstappen still out in the lead, of course, in the Red Bull with 216 points. Way out in front from Lewis Hamilton, in fact, 44 points. And we're in 7th in the Constructors. Okay, it's time now for a boring interview with Claire, everyone. No, it's not. You know what it's time for now? Yes, it's... Oh, my goodness. It's time for those lovely little pit girls. Oh, what are they going to do? Are they going to wash that car? Are they going to wash that car? Oh, let's hope so, lads. Let's hope so. Oh, this could be good. This could be good. Oh, I love it when girls wash cars. Yes, I bloody well do. Oh, no. No, no. Oh, no, they've stripped down the bikinis. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look at this. Look at this. There's a lot of soapy larvaness going on here. There's a lot of soapy larvaness going on back here as well. Oh God, no. Oh Jesus. Oh, that's it, girls. Make sure you get it clean. Make sure you get it clean, because it's so dirty. So bloody dirty. Bloody hell. Oh, I think we're reaching the conclusion now, lads. Yes, we're definitely getting there. Oh. Anyway, Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and as always, there will of course be more later.